So in the last video I did not long ago, I mentioned about the bus situation in Ibiza. Well, this is now just a little video regarding emails I get. So sometimes I get emails from East Midlands Airport, from Birmingham Airport, from Manchester Airport, depending on where I've flown from on a recent holiday. So East Midlands have sent me an email, which I'm sure they send to a lot of their customers, and it's basically offering 20% off car parking, fast track security and the escape lounge. So as I've noticed quite a few times when you book holidays, and a lot of airports do this, they tend to bump their prices up when kids are off school. So whether that's Easter, half term, Christmas, the summer holiday, whatever holiday it is, they tend to bump the prices up for the parking. But when they're back at school, they seem to go lower, which to me doesn't make sense, because most schools out there do not like parents taking their kids out of school, and it can be classed as unauthorised absence if they don't get approval from the headmaster or headmistress. So, and it's understandable that schools are going to not like it because it's disrupting their education, and not only that, this time of year most young ones are taking their tests, SATs or GCSEs or A-levels. This time of year is obviously busy, so it's understandable that schools frown upon it. But obviously a lot of schools have 13 weeks a year holiday anyway, so holiday companies really should lower their prices when the kids are off school, so that it gives people a chance to go away during school holiday time, and obviously bump the prices up when they're at school to stop people going away during term time when schools don't really like it. But of course holiday companies don't do that, do they? And neither do airports. So I've noticed just this last week, looking on East Midlands Airport car park, for the week I want to go to Ibiza in a couple of weeks, I've noticed that the price of a 3-day parking, well, from Tuesday morning, early hours, till Friday afternoon, it would set me back about 89 quid. Now, if I was to go the week before half term, the price was around 75 quid. So you can see the difference in price when the kids are at school to when they're not. But of course they've sent me an email with a discount code on. So to go for 3 days, well, from Tuesday morning to Friday afternoon, it would set me back 89 quid. But I put this 20% discount code and it dropped it to 76, which is basically the price it would be if the kids were at school. But this is half term week I'm talking about. So it just shows how crafty airports are, you see. A taxi would cost me over 100 quid each way, at least, even though it's only half an hour up the road. So I'd rather just drive myself there, which takes 40 minutes, and just pay the £70, you know, and at least the car isn't going to go anywhere. I'm saving the fuel, you know, and then obviously I've got the car there to come home and go to work in. So that's that. But yes, a lot of travel companies do need to look into this, really, where they ought to lower their prices when the kids are off school, and then increase them when they're at school to stop parents taking kids out of school during term time. Obviously it's not going to stop parents doing it, because if they've got a holiday booked, they've got a holiday booked. It just disrupts the education, which is understandable. And most colleges and universities shut down in June. So if I was at college as a teacher or at school, then I'd be taking advantage of my 13 to 15 weeks a year holiday and going away when everybody's off. That's understandable. Because at least at the end of the day, you've worked your whole term or your whole year for it, haven't you? So you may as well just make the most of it. So my advantage is I don't go to school, but it's still crafty that when you want to go away, it's crafty that airports and holiday companies do increase their prices. But I can't have a say in that. That's just my view, and I'm sure others out there might share exactly the same view. Because it's wrong that holiday companies increase their prices when kids are off school to when they're not. So you can put a comment in the comment section to let me know what you think about it and how you feel, but it's always a good idea to take advantage of discount codes if you get them. And I know Jet2 are still offering discount codes at the moment, and if you travel alone you just put Solo 30 in and you can decrease your holiday by a few quid. And of course when you go on Jet2 holidays, a lot of the time you get given something like this, which is a Jet2 rain check. So, and you can get £60 off a holiday, and you put a code in, and on the back it says that it's it's valid for certain dates, and obviously if you go on your own and single parents, they can claim £60 per booking as well by putting a code in. So, you know, it just helps the situation. But yes, holiday companies do need to seriously look about lowering their prices when half term and Christmas and Easter and other holidays are around, and increasing them when they're at school. But of course, that's just, I can't have a say on that. But yeah, I'm going to take advantage of my discount code for the car park anyway, and I've been looking at the bus routes, I've been looking at the different hotels. There's one that I'm looking at booking for the 3 nights, which is right near the beach, and it's only up the road to the bus station to get the bus into Ivica town. So I'm looking at going to San Antonio, having a couple of nights out there at the end of this month. All this week I looked at the weather, the weather's just sunny every single day. It's well in the early 20s, and I know by the end of May it's going to increase. So it'll top my tan up from Croatia. So it'd be nice just to have a few nights break really. So that's all I'm going to say on this. So stay tuned, as I will update you all on the series coming up. But at the moment it's looking very possible. So thank you for watching, and take care.